Transforming Captain Underpants. Let's go. Pants. Beat this boy. Oh, sure. Let's save the heroes. Ooh. Yeah. No, we're gonna kill. Sorry about the background noise. Okay. Okay. I'm almost there, guys. Okay. And there were the ball of lightning had been stood a giant pair of robotic pants. Boy, that was a close one, said Tippy from the inside of the depth of this giant RoboPants. Captain Underpants is a lot stronger than I thought. Tippy unzipped the zipper of his time-traveling trousers and looked out at the thunderstorm and the 4 sixth graders who stood trembling beneath his giant robotic feet. Hey, shouted Tippy, what's wrong with you kids? You look like you just seen a ghost. It's the haunted paints of Waggy Maggie, screamed Franken, pointing up at the Tippy's gigantic, darkened silhouette. Kipper and his buddy screamed so loud as so high only dogs could hear them. Guys, we're not going to do this flip of drama because I can't. Boys, said Tippy, kids sure were weird 5 years ago. He quickly reset the controls of the Tinkle Trousers time to 4 years in the future and pressed the away we go button. Suddenly, giant sparks of blue lightning shot out from the RoboPants. Several special effects filled the moments later. A RoboPants disappeared. The next day, the 4 troubled 6th graders were admitted to the Piqua Valley home. The really challenged and investigation into their mental breakdowns led police straight to Mr. Krupp, who's very suspicious. The cop naturally assumed that Mr. Krupp was somehow behind all of this insanity. I thought, although no formal changes were filmed against Mr. Krupp, everyone blamed him anyway. Mr. Krupp got fired a few weeks later, and he never worked as an elementary school principal again. Chapter 32. 4 years later, a giant sphere of blue lightning appeared on what used to be an elementary school football field. Soon the sphere exploded in a blinding flash of light, leaving Kippy Tippy and his gigantic Robopants behind. Tippy peeked out of the zipper and discovered that Earth has been destroyed. He crawled out of his gigantic Robopants and shuffled through the shattered city, inspecting the chaos all around him. The landscape was littered with massive moon rocks, skyscrapers, and torn-up toilets. "What the heck happened here?" Tippy cried. When the morning sun rose above the horizon, Tippy finally saw a sign of life. A little preschool was walking up a burning boulevard with his mother. "Hey kid," yelled Tippy. "What happened here? How did the Earth get destroyed?" "Well," said little boy, "a few weeks ago some guy in a diaper blew up the moon and tried to take over the world. But a week later, a bunch of talking toilets attacked the city and ate him up. Then a week after that, a spaceship landed on top of elementary school, and all the kids got turned into a giant evil zombie nerds. I sure wish you would stop obsessing over such foolish nonsense," the boy's mother said. But what about Captain Underpants?" asked Tippy. "Who's that?" said the boy. "He's a fat, bald superhero," said Tippy. "You know, the guy with the underwear and the red cape? What happened to him?" "I've never seen anyone like that," said the little boy. Suddenly Tippy realized what a terrible mistake he had made. Somehow he'd changed things in the past, which had resulted in the destruction of both Captain Underpants and Earth. "I must go back to undo what I did," cried Tippy. "I must go back in time to save Captain Underpants." "Quickly, little boy!" screamed Tippy. "Tell me everything you know about these zombie nerds. You have taken over the world." Well, said the little boy, "they're really strong and they're really powerful." Yes, said Tippy. "What else are they?" To make a long story short, splat. Guys, look, for some reason there's chapter 33. Well, guys, that's the end of this chapter. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. Let's do the handshake. Bye, guys. Boom, boom, boom.